Hey, what's up? Jordan here again with another Taco Bell review video. It is not a new product, however, it is an old staple. Taco Bell is my favorite restaurant, hands down. I love everything they have. I can pretty much eat anything there. I could probably even eat it every day if I want to, but that's not good for anybody, so I don't. Um, but anywho, um, Taco Bell, if you guys have the app, they do weekly drops. And this week was the Nacho Bell Grande for $1. So I said, screw it. It's Taco Tuesday. Why not? Let's go ahead and try it. And then record it. So, anywho, for those of you who haven't had this, it is pretty much a straightforward nacho thing. This is standard, no mods, except for no tomatoes. I'm not a tomato enjoyer. So, anywho, looks, decent. If you've ever had one, it's basically you're just basic nachos. It's got beef, it's got beans, it's got cheese, it's got sour cream. There's really not a way to mess this up. If pretty much every time I've had it, it has been fairly satisfactory. Really where they mess up is sometimes they skip on, the toppings on the cheese or the nacho or the beef, but this one actually looks pretty good. I tend to have pretty good luck with this Taco Bell. So anywho, obviously gotta have salsa. We're doing Diablo and Fire from my trusty Taco Bell cup. This is the dedicated Taco Bell cup. I'm sure everybody has something like this. You have to save the sauce. You cannot throw away extra sauce. You never know when Taco Bell is not going to give it to you, or you just run out. Sometimes use it around the house. Use it on other stuff. Maybe you make tacos at home, or burritos or nachos at home, and you want some salsa. It's actually not bad. It's good on other stuff. Sometimes I'll make breakfast tacos, eggs, bacon, and throw some of this hot sauce on it too. It's great. It's good. Taco Bell makes some good stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Look at that. That's a good nacho. Right there. All right. Cheers. Yeah, that's a good nacho. That is a good nacho. I'm actually surprised at how well these have held up. Downside with nachos, downside with Taco Bell nachos, they get soggy. Happens to everybody. You get a crunchy taco, you get your nachos, drive through. By the time you're home, soggy that's your taco. Let's be honest. Half the time it's falling apart down the middle, whatever. But look, this is from the middle. This is from the middle, and look, still crunch. Wow, I definitely scored on the Taco Bell nacho quality today. Yeah, that's good. So what's the verdict? Well, the nachos are definitely not my go-to item from Taco Bell, but every once in a while, they're pretty solid. Used to be able to get them as a reward. I don't think you can anymore. Once they removed that, I pretty much stayed away from getting them. I think the nachos run about $6. To me, I'd rather get a box. They're doing Lux boxes for like $7. So for basically the same price, I can get 3 things plus, Cinna Twist or whatever, plus a drink. So from a value standpoint, I probably wouldn't pay $6 for it. But with that said, if you can ever get a good deal on it, or they're you know, you can use a reward on it or something like that, totally worth it. Or if you're just in the mood for nachos, a pretty solid nacho. I mean, there's not really a lot of fast food options for nachos, so your options are kind of limited, and it's honestly better than no nachos. So, anywho, would eat again. Wouldn't go out of my way for it. Um, you know, yeah. So, anywho, all right. Until next time. Bye.